Hello to Donald Boyer from Ashland, Ohio. Donald says, I've always wondered about fire in a zero-gravity environment. If you could light a match in your spaceship, would the match fire tip go upward as it does down here with gravity, or would it just become a round ball of fire since there's no gravity around the flame? Or does gravity have any effect on fire? And that's a good question, and I wish I could demonstrate it for you, but they won't let me light any fires up here, unfortunately. But it's well, what happened? The thing that happens on the Earth is that gravity and convection, due to the density of air, depending on its temperature, causes the flame as you see it. So, in other words, when the fire heats up the air expands, and that air that's expanded now is a lower density than the air that's around it, and so the lower density air floats up, just like a hot air balloon wants to go up. It's a volume with a lower density, so the air around it basically buoyancy pushes it up. So what happens is the hotter air wants to rise, and the colder air then comes in beneath the flame, and that creates a convection which drives the flame. And of course, the air that's closest to the flame is always hottest, so that convection keeps going and causes the flame to do the interesting things that it does. Up here, of course, the air that's closest to the flame would get hot, but it would have no reason to rise because it's not light. I mean, it's not lighter, than the colder air around it. The gravity's not going to have that effect here. So the hot air, it does expand, and it would basically expand in a ball, and it would push the other air away, symmetrically, more or less. And so the two things from that: one is you don't get a flame that would rise and look like a flame on the Earth, but also what happens is the fire essentially puts itself out, because as the warm air expands, the oxygen is burned up inside that sphere, and there's no convection to bring new oxygen back into where the flame is. So what you'd expect here with a flame is that a flame would burn itself out, and hopefully that's a benefit for us up here with a lot of electrical systems and everything, that unless you have some kind of circulation to bring new oxygen to a fire or flame, fires up here generally put themselves out.